Welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn, and today we are doing something that I have wanted to do for the longest time, but I hadn't been able to because I did not have functional bookshelves. Today we are doing the How Well Do You Know Your Bookshelves challenge, also known as the Without Looking challenge. So this was inspired by a video that Jesse the Reader did like so long ago. I will link to his original video in the description. But basically, I have a bunch of prompts and I used a random number generator to generate pairs of numbers. And what I'm gonna do is I'll take a number, for example, say 4 and 12. And I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then count to the 12th book, and then each prompt is different, and basically I get to give myself points every time I get the question right. Each question has to do with like the content of the book or something about like the design of the book, and I have to answer the questions without looking in order to give myself the points. So this just looked like a really fun video, and since I just reorganized my shelves, I feel like I'm pretty familiar with all the books that are there. So we'll see how well I actually do on this challenge. Let's start with the first set of numbers, which is 5 and 9, and the question that goes with that is, without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. So I just landed on my Arc of Each of Us a Desert by Mark Oshiro. I'm participating in a blog tour for this book, and depending on when this video releases, that post may or may not be up, but I'm actually doing a reading vlog and making a playlist based off of this book, and I'm very excited about that, and I will link to the tour company's information in the description. But as far as I'm aware, this book is about a girl who is trying to traverse a magical desert by herself, but then she ends up having to work with this other girl who she doesn't quite trust. I've read the description multiple times because I was, like trying to apply for the tour, and it's still like slipping out of my mind. I know that's a terrible description. Let's look at what it's actually about here. Set against a desert landscape haunted by visible nightmares, Each of Us a Desert follows two teenage girls as they navigate the choppy awakenings of lost love and identity and learn to find the light inside of themselves even in the darkest of times. So I guess I added in the trust part and forgot about the living nightmares part. But I have yet to start this because it just showed up a couple of days ago, and I am really looking forward to it though, and I will put a link somewhere to the reading vlog if that's up, or once it's up I'll put a little tag. The next set of numbers is 8 and 12, and the question is, without looking it up, what is the genre of this book? And probably young adult contemporary, because I have my shelves organized by genre, and I know that this is mostly young adult contemporary down here on shelf 8. The one book on this shelf I have not read. Oh, fuck. This is Butterfly Yellow, and it is the one book on this shelf that I have not read. And so I believe that this is a contemporary novel, but it also might be historical fiction. Okay, so I was right. This is actually historical fiction set near the end of the Vietnam War, and the main character loses track of her younger brother as they are trying to escape to America, and then 6 years later she finds him and he's living in Texas and she is trying to reconnect with him. This is a National Book Award finalist, if not winner. National Book Award and Newbery Honor winner. And a family friend of mine bought it for me for Christmas, and I haven't picked it up yet, but I am going to be taking it with me to Iowa because I really want to read it sometime before the end of the year. My next set of numbers is 6 and 19, and without looking at the book, tell us what is on the cover. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. That's Leah drinking her iced coffee. right? Yeah. Boom. That was an easy one. Our next set of numbers is 4 and 2, and without looking it up, I have to tell you what the main character's name is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is A Million Junes by Emily Henry. I read this forever and a half ago. I don't remember the main character. Is it June? Is it like that obvious? That's gonna be my guess is that the main character's name is June. For as long as June O'Donnell has been alive, her parents have had only one rule: stay away from the Anger family. Right, okay, so there we go. Her nickname, the name she goes by, is June. I was correct. It is one of those books. This book got weird. That's all I really remember about it. Our next set of numbers is 3 and 11. Without looking, name a side character. And this is probably, shelf 3 is probably my best bet for being able to remember a side character's name. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The Tea Dragon Society. Oh no. Oh, I am not gonna, it's so short. I have such a hard time remembering the names of the characters. Is it, like, if I say Chamomile, like, that's one of the tea dragons, right? If I say Chamomile, is that cheating? This is Chamomile, the tea dragon. They're adorable, and I'm totally counting them as a side character. I could have probably guessed most varieties of tea, and I would have been pretty solid on that one. Our next number pairing is 6 and 5, and I have to guess how many pages the book has without looking. If I guess 25 below or 25 above, I can count this toward my score. 6 and 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I'm so bad at estimating how long books are. I want to say it's like 400 pages. That'll probably be wrong. Let's see here. Oh, I was so close. It's 433. Oh man, darn it. That's rough. Our next set of numbers is 2 and 16, and without looking it up, what rating did you give this book? If you land on a book you haven't read, pick a new set of numbers. Okay, so I so rarely give books number ratings, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I know I definitely do not rate this book any stars, because this is the Sisters Grimm book 9, The Council of Mirrors, and I read this book quite a number of years before I started using Goodreads and rating books, but just in general, I would give this series 5 out of 5 stars. I love it very much, and I started rereading them. I should finish rereading these soon. Our next set of numbers is 6 and 2. Without looking, where does this book take place? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. Ah! Look at that! This is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, and this takes place in Creekwood, my friends. Our next set of numbers are 3 and 19. Without looking, what are the parents' names? Ooh, 3? That's fully fantasy, and I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know. 17, 18, 19. Ah! Right. Ooh, this one's complicated, because the main character is looking for her adoptive mother, whose name I don't remember, but I should, because they say it so freaking often. I want to say it's something like Tal, or like, I don't know, it's not a normal, it's like a fantasy-y name. I can't even remember the main character's name. I'm not gonna get this one. Let's see, what does it say here? in Salta. Okay, okay. Her mother goes missing. Okay, you're looking for your mom, but what's her name? Lords. Her mother's name is Lords. There was no way in hell I was gonna get that. Fantasy names, like, names in general, I'm bad at character names, but fantasy names? Ooh boy, those just slip straight out of my head. Our next set of numbers is 1 and 11. Without looking at the hardback, what color is the book under the dust jacket? Ooh. Wouldn't it be funny if it was the House of Hades? I know it's not going to be the House of Hades, but wouldn't it be funny? That one doesn't have a dust jacket. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The Hidden Oracle. Okay, not looking at the book, but I am looking at this. So it's gotta either be teal or orange, right? And I feel like it's more likely to be orange because Apollo is the sun god. So I'm gonna say this is some sort of orange. Ah, damn it. It's teal on the hardback, but the end papers are orange. If I were the book designer, I would have done orange. That's just me though. Our next set of numbers is 3 and 14. Without looking, is there anything on the hardback like an imprint or an image of some sort? A lot of Outcry books on here. There might be something on the hardback here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This crown of feathers. And I'm going to go with no, there is not anything on the hardback because there are sprayed edges. And so I think that there's just straight up purple under here. There's not any sort of embossing or anything. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Just straight purple. Purple. Yeah. Our next set of numbers is 5 and 12. Without taking the dust jacket off, what is the color of the font on the hardback? Oh my goodness. That one is interesting. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, here we have Sky in the Deep by Adrian Young. And, well, the text on here is silver. The hardback looks like it's black. So I would hazard to guess that the text on the hardback is also silver. And wouldn't you know, the text on the hardback is gold. You got a little gold breathe fire and a little gold title here. Why? Why trick me like this? Next, we have 8 and 20. Without looking, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbered? I'm gonna guess just numbered, just based off the fact that this is all contemporary down here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Titles all the way down by John Green. I feel like no. I mean, I haven't read that many John Green books. This is the only one I've read and liked. And it was a while ago. But I feel like, no, there's not chapter titles. It's just numbers. Let's look. Yep. 1. Next is 1 and 10. Without looking at the book cover, does it have an award on it? Well, this is all Rick's books, so probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't think my first edition copy of Blood of Olympus is going to have an award on it. Let's come up here and see. No awards. Our next set of numbers is 5 and 17. Without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? Okay. 5 and 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Ooh, I know for a fact there are no author blurbs on the Winterwood front cover. I've just been reading this. Correct! I've been staring at this cover a lot because I just read it for my vlog that I'm filming where I read all of the Outcry books that I still haven't read, even though I haven't had an Outcry subscription since December. There are no author blurbs on the front. There is like a Stephanie Gerber blurb on the back, but Shay Earnshaw, the New York Times bestselling author. She doesn't need an author blurb on the front. Also, this is a special cover. Our next set is 2 and 5. Without looking, does the book have a description on the back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with there's praise for the previous books, but not a description. The description's on the front flap. Yep, praise for the Sword of Summer. And the description is right there. I honestly don't know if I'm doing well or not. Editing Evelyn, how am I doing? Am I doing good? Thanks, Editing Evelyn. Our next set of numbers is 1 and 12. Without looking, does this book have an author photo? Yeah, it's probably the same one as all the others. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go with yes. I think Rick has his same author photo in the back of all of his books. Yep, there he is with little sunglasses. He's so happy looking. What is this? There's puzzles in here and I didn't know. Our next set of numbers is 7 and 3. Without looking it up, I need to tell you, is the author using a pen name? So this is Once and Future by Corey McCarthy and Amy Rose Capetta. As far as I'm aware, neither one of them is using a pen name. However, I do know that Corey has changed how they spell their name. It's with a Y now, not an I, but that is not like a pen name thing. That's just a personal thing. Our next set of numbers is 4 and 14. Without looking, tell us what point of view this book is written in. This is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, the second book in the Raven Cycle. I'm pretty sure the Raven Cycle is written in like third person omniscient and it hops between the characters. Yep, I was right. Third person, and she hops between the characters and into the minds of random people, and it's fun. I love these books so much. I'm like sitting here like I just want to read this. I miss you. Our next set of numbers is 6 and 7, and without looking, I need to tell you if there are any graphics in this book. Graphics or pictures? Graphics or pictures? Graphics or pictures? Aha! This is Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. And the fun thing about Tweet Cute is, pretty sure there's tweets in here. Although I did read an ARC version, so I don't know what the final copy actually looks like. So let's check it out together. Yep, look at that. That's a tweet. Yay! So yeah, that's a little graphic right there. I was right. It's so cute too. I didn't get to see like the final graphics because I had an e-arc. But 100% recommend this book. Also, I know that I don't get bonus points for knowing this, but there's a grilled cheese on the cover. And I love it so much. Our next set of numbers is 7 and 11. So, without looking, does it have an epilogue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This is like a novella about the villain, and I don't know if it has an epilogue, but I feel like if any of them were to have an epilogue, maybe it would be this one? So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna guess there is an epilogue. This is just a really random guess on my part, but let's look and see together. Fun fact, I don't think this book has chapters. I think the only thing separating out scenes is just this little filigree thing. So not only does this book not have an epilogue, it does not have any sort of chapters at all, and is in fact just a prologue to the series. That's really weird. I was expected to be wrong, but not like about the existence of chapters in the book at all. Our next set of numbers is 3 and 13. Without looking, does the book have a prologue? 3 and 13. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, this one does. Ooh, I guarantee you this one does. This one does. It has that dragon prologue. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm so excited and I'm gonna be wrong. No. First of all, I think the dragon prologue is in the second book. And second of all, it's one of those books where there really is a prologue. But it's technically chapter 1, right? So chapter 1, beginnings and endings, is from the point of view of a character whose point of view we never get throughout the entire rest of the book, setting up action that will not be explained until much later in the book, which is basically the purpose of a prologue, but because prologue is for some reason a dirty word, there is no prologue in this book. But there is. Next we have 5 and 7, and without looking I have to tell you if the book is signed. Ha! No, this book is not signed. Not only is it not signed, it is the only book, no, one of 2 books on that shelf that is not a signed Al Crane edition. But yeah, my copy of Havenfall by Sarah Holland is not signed. Our next set of numbers is 4 and 5. Without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? Ooh, yes, they do. They do, because I love all the little design details in these books, and the chapter headers most definitely have a design on them. Look at that. Look how pretty it is. Ah, we love it. We love it. And it changes based on whose point of view the chapter is from. Isn't that cool? I love all the little details in this series, and that's one of my favorites. Our next set of numbers is 7 and 15. Without looking, are the acknowledgements in the front of the book or the back? 12, 13, 14, 15. This is I Hope You Get This Message by Farhad Nasrishi, and I have no idea, but I would hazard a guess that they're in the back just because I feel like most YA books, the acknowledgements are in the back, and there they are, right where I was expecting them to be. I honestly cannot think of a book that I've read where the acknowledgements aren't in the back. Our next set of numbers is 6 and 11. Without looking, what year was this book published? I just threw my phone on the ground. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ha! Oh, that's funny. This is my arc of 10 Things I Hate About Pinky, which just released this year in 2020, and you should pick it up because it is great. Oh, that's right, I threw my phone on the ground. And last but not least, we have 2 and 17. Without looking, what year did you read this book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Huh. Why are you out of order? So this is Philip Pullman's The Amber Spyglass, and I could not go onto Goodreads once again and tell you when I read this book because I read it in my childhood, pre-Goodreads, but I can tell you that it was sometime before 2007. Probably 2006, because I had read the entire His Dark Materials series before the Golden Compass movie released in 2007, and New Line Cinema broke my heart. So probably 2006. I actually know that one. Alright, there you have it. That is how well I know my bookshelf without looking. I will tabulate how many points I earned, and I will put that score right here, right now. Well, I did so good! This is actually weirdly fun to do. It's like I got to be competitive, but like only against my own brain, which is one of my favorite things to do. So, if you liked this video and you want to see more bookish content from me, remember to click that subscribe button, and also check out my blog, Here There Be Magic Writes, where I post brand new bookish content every Fantastic Friday. Remember to leave this video a big thumbs up. And with that being said, my name is Evelyn. I make new videos every magical Monday, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.